mommy. I swear, he loves me, guys. Got eye bugs. Hun, can I get your eye boogers? You got eye bugs, baby. You got baby bugs. Hello. Today, we are filming. Hello, welcome to today's video. My name is Caitlin J. Reeds. And welcome. Hi, hello. We are going over today everything we are going over everything that I just feel makes covers shine, book covers shine, different aspects of them, what I like in a book cover or book sleeve, and, special edition of books, and what I think makes books special. Because we often say, don't judge a book by its cover. But let's be real. Everyone does, okay? Everyone does. So, what makes covers appealing? What catches the eye? And what makes you want to spend a fuck ton of money on special books? We're here to talk about it all today. So without further ado, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Comment down below. What do you think? What are your thoughts, your feelings on book covers? What do you like to see? What do you gravitate towards? Because that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. So let's just get fucking on with it without further ado, shall we? So first, I want to discuss what I really enjoy in book covers and just give examples of them and talk about it, okay? Because I feel like this is a type of book cover that's getting very popular, especially within the fantasy sphere, this fantasy realm, okay? And I'm loving it. I'm adoring it. And, I'm going to just include photos next to me for your sake so you get a clearer vision of what we're trying to go for, okay? Even though you can probably tell that some of the books that I'm going to talk about are on my back shelf. Oh my God, I feel so embarrassed. Pop a picture in. But what I really have been enjoying trend-wise, okay, in science fiction fantasy is this black and white, this, spectrum of black and white with a splash, with an accent color. Okay, when I close my eyes and envision a cover like this, we all know what comes to mind, and that is Joe Abercrombie, the first and the third trilogy. So the first Law trilogy, and then the trilogy that has a little hatred in it, okay? I haven't gotten to that third trilogy yet. I still haven't read Red Country, which is the last book in the second trilogy, which has horrendous covers, okay? But those other books have beautiful covers. I love the depth of drawing, especially in the third trilogy, with the use of grays, and details that are thrown throughout these covers. I really love that, okay? And we have bold accents. So we have bold red, bold blues, bold yellows that just grab your attention and make you say, hey, what is this book about? This looks like this book can be good. All right. And that's something I've really been enjoying about the genre lately. Who did that first? When I am racking my brain, okay, racking, of what type of book cover did that first, I can't help but go to the UK editions of Mistborn that I bought decades ago. Not decades ago, but a very, very long time ago, before I even fell out of reading in the first place. So this is like before I graduated high school, and I am now applying to graduate schooling. So post-undergrad, graduate schools. So I think Brandon Sanderson did it first when it comes to that, because like I said, I'll insert here, the UK editions of Mistborn have that black, white, gray with that staple pop element of blue that got me hooked on this type of cover. I remember seeing that for the first time when I was like 15, and my eyes, they got all big and bright, and I went to Book Depository and I ordered them and then didn't read them for another 5 years. How funny. How funny. But yes, as you can tell, I really heavily judged a book by its cover there. Judged it so much I knew I was going to love it and bought the box set of all three. And hey, at least I was right. And that birthed the collections of Brandon Sanderson's UK editions. Okay, that's what birthed my obsession with that. In case you were wondering, another example of this type of cover art is a book I haven't read yet, The Black-Tongued Thief by Christopher Buehlman. Oh, I very well could have got that wrong. Again, photo will be beside me. But it has really striking blacks. Nice contrast to the white. I don't think there's a whole lot of gray in this. I don't have it in front of me. But when I close my eyes, I remember the blacks, the heavy, heavy blacks, and the yellow. Oh, I love a good yellow, a good bright pop of a bright color that you just won't forget. This is a cover of a book I have not even read yet, and I can close my eyes and envision it. That says something, okay? And all of their typography is, similar, and the manner, and I'll hold it up for this so I can see, or I'll take it out so I can see. And the manner that it's usually all caps, really elongated, almost like a stamp, And I feel like that adds to this element of, the grimdark that we're getting a lot from recent fantasy books. Another thing I could think of off the top of my head, I believe his name is John Gwynne, the Hunger of Gods trilogy. Is it a trilogy series? I don't know. But it's black, white spectrum with the grays with a pop of color. I cannot think of the pops. There might be multiple pops of color in that, but I just love the use of black and white and just, art on a book cover. And that's what I've been really enjoying with the trends in science fiction fantasy recently. But let's move on to other aspects of books that I like, cover-wise, obviously. So I really love a strong design tying into the story of the book. And for covers like this, I am going to give the example of The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O, The Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. Specifically for The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, I'm going to take this out so I can see in front of me. But we have the paper boats in the water, which is extremely relevant to the story. The kimono she's wearing is mentioned in the story. The magpie on the cover is extremely important to the story, as well as that red string of fate that is going around this book cover and the lotus blossoms all around. And I just think, oh my God, and I'm just noticing that we have our male character up top here. I didn't even realize that. This book cover is splendid, okay? It's just so good. Like I said, it'll be next to me so you guys can see it bigger for longer. And I just think if you've read this book, you know that this book cover does things to me, okay? With the relevancy to the story, they managed to include so many relevant points and plot points to the story in this book cover and still make it gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay? Okay. And when we're talking about the Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I just pulled this up really quickly because I don't have it yet. I know, it's so disappointing. I'm gonna get it, okay? But I want to wait till the second one comes out so I can have them both together on my shelf because they're gorgeous, okay? Anyways, but we have her with her bow, which is honestly one of the most important aspects of the story, and the moon all being centered in this cover. And I just feel like that is so important. Plus, now that I'm looking, and if you look close, you can see that there is a hairpin in her hair, which symbolizes the love story and triangle throughout this book. And these covers are just gorgeous. Okay, they're gorgeous. And I love a really nice, intricate art style that shows tied connections to the book. And as you can see, I also really love a good illustration. The books that I don't love are books with real people on them. For example, I'll always give Best Served Cold as the example. This is the worst cover that Joe Abercrombie has to offer. The worst. Okay? He has some of the best and some of the worst, okay? But Best Served Cold is like the worst cover that could ever possibly exist in this world. And I think that has to do just with the fact that it's not just illustrated. A lot of people have this complaint in the romance community. They hate when it's a photo, especially of men, on the cover, okay? Let's move away from that. Let's get some artists up in here. Let's hire some artists and get some great illustrations. And when we're talking great illustrations, this is a series I feel like is very underrated in illustration, and that is the band series trilogy. I don't know, but the bands by James Eames. If you look closely at these book covers after reading, it represents each character to a T perfectly, and each member of each respective band is pictured on the covers. And like I said, I don't want to give too much away, especially for that second book, because I feel like there is a person in the second book who her powers are just, oh my god, amazing. And it's represented really fucking cool on the cover. That's all I really want to say. I don't want to give too much away because I just want you to read these books so badly. If you want, let me know down below. I'll do a full spoiler video about the two banned books that are out by James. How many times do you think I'm going to say James Eames? I'm sorry. It's Nicholas Eames. Nicholas. My bad, my man. My bad. Just because I think they are a great addition to the fantasy community these days. But those books are book covers I don't often hear talked about. But the illustration style is super watery, almost watercolor like, but it's able to capture so much emotion and convey kind of the tone of the book and still give you a really awesome portrayal of those characters. And that shit's banging, man. That shit slaps. I also love epic art styles. Again, epic illustrated art styles. I've decided that for these bad boys, okay, I want to collect quite a lot of them. In my future, my future house, in my future library, Sam, honey, if you're watching this, I'm not sorry, and we're doing it. But I want a whole shelf dedicated to different editions of the Wheel of Time. I feel like this is just a mammoth, a formidable, a force to be reckoned with book series. And I've really grown to absolutely love the epic original art that is on the original first editions of the book. So ideally, I would go through and find them all used, okay? All used editions, paperbacks especially, of the Wheel of Time. Epic original covers, epic art styles. What I've also decided, I know we've discussed in a video or two, I'm not going to talk too much about this guy, all right? But yeah, I've also decided I want to collect all of his editions as well, which includes the leather bounds, which we'll get to later on. But I used to think that The Way of Kings, those art covers were ugly. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, because after reading them, they're gorgeous, beautiful, again, forces to be reckoned with, okay? And just, oh my god, they convey the tone of the story so well, the epicness of the story so well. It conveys each scene, that it's trying to convey with grace. And I love those covers, so I will be getting them. I'll be getting them, okay? Okay, but that type of art style in fantasy, I feel like is extremely underrated. But at the same time, it's some of the best. It's nostalgic, it's epic, it shows you what you're getting into. There's no, catfishing. And I just, not much lately can beat a good classic cover for me. Along with that, we still have epic art in modern times that doesn't look like that classic art style. And some, I'd like to include, like I said, the band. I think that is epic in an understated way, okay? Priory of the Orange Tree. Beautiful book. Beautiful contrasting colors. Epic art style. Gorgeous, okay? By Samantha Shannon. And the Locked Tomb trilogy. So we have Gideon, Harrow, and Nona, all a part of the Locked Tomb trilogy. Beautiful, awesome covers that just convey so much about the tone of the book. Humorous, funny, almost like a rock and roll type of vibe, because it's all that plus the dark necromantic type elements that are added to the book. And such great cover design. Such great illustration. Kudos. Kudos. And then lastly, I want to discuss with you special editions. We have so many different special edition websites. I can't even keep track anymore. But who I've ordered from this website twice, Illumicrate, okay? I want to talk about the Burning God, or not the Burning God. I want to talk about the Poppy War editions, and for this I will take the book out. I'll put a photo of the cover, but I want to kind of walk you through what makes a lot of special editions so special, besides just, dust jackets. Gorgeous art on the inside of every single one of the books, which to me is gorgeous. This, what else do I even say? Like the fact that this is actually on the naked hardback of the book. Magnifique. For all my French viewers, is that correct? Feel free to roast me in the comments below. Anyways, and look at this smoky edge. Smoky edge. Gorgeous. Plus, signed. Let's one by one take out these and show you the art. Yes, they're just gorgeous. They're just gorgeous. Like, come on. What a moment. What a moment. What a moment. This is the moment. Okay? Comment down below, what is your favorite book in the Poppy War trilogy, if you've read it? Wow, this moment is amazing. Book, I meant. If I said moment, I meant book. Gorge. I'm stuck between the Burning God and the Poppy War. Just because the ending, the fucking conclusion of this trilogy slapped. And Poppy War spoilers real quick, so I'll put it up on the screen. But this made me realize just how much I appreciate an anti-hero plotline that results in one's death. That is some of the most satisfying stuff to me. So satisfying. Yes. So, yeah. Is it a little fucked up? Maybe. But hey, that's just me, okay? Yeah. Anyways, like I said, comment down below. What's your favorite Poppy War book? Mine, like I said, gotta be between the Burning God and the Poppy War, but I think it's the Burning God. Let's be real. All right. Amazing. But that's this edition. We have the Illumicrate editions of the G. Greenbone Saga by Fondly, which I'll put up photos of. Those just came without dust jackets, naked books, embossed. Gorgeous. Gorgeous detailing. Love that. And you know what? Why not? I'll just take Jade City out just for shits and giggles so we can go over the same thing like we did with the Poppy War, okay? So we have this beautiful embossed cover that I'm going to put a photo up so you can see better. We have, again, a beautiful embossed spine. On the back, blades. On my honor, on my jade, which is, saying. And then the sprayed edges with the same knives that are embossed on the back. Gorgeous. Gorgeoso, okay? Absolutely amazing. And Fondly approved. Fondly signed. If you haven't read these books, what the fuck are you doing? You missed out on some sexy editions. BT dubs, I'm glad because I got it. But you missed out on some sexy editions, might I say. Anyways, speaking of RF Kwong, let's just go over every single Babel special edition that's getting released. I love this. Okay, from off the top of my head, we have Waterstones, we have Illumicrate, we have Fox and Wit, we have 1,000,010 other people that are doing special. Barnes & Noble, special edition for Babel. If you haven't got on the Babel pre-order train yet, what the fuck are you doing? I personally have pre-ordered the Fox and Wit Babel special edition, okay, RF Kwong. You just, girl, You just know how it gets done, okay? I'm excited for Yellowface next year, all right? I'm excited to see what cover that has in store. But Babel and the amount of special editions, wow, amazing. Amazing, okay? Like I said, I went with the Fox and Wit. I think it's beautiful. I believe I went with it because the amount of birds on it. We all know my obsession with birdies, okay? So I did order the Fox and Wit version, but there are so many special editions of this book just because R.F. Kuang is so cherished and beloved in this community for a good reason. So yeah, that's another example. Plus, I want to talk about Juniper Books, which has, I think it's like a mix of special editions and dust jackets, special edition dust jackets. And like I said before, we're getting every edition of the Wheel of Time. I'm also going to secondhand look for the hardcovers. Does not necessarily need to be a first edition or whatever, just all the same height, so I can get those Juniper Book dust jackets because they are gorgeous, darling. They're gorgeous. And I just would love that for my Wheel of Time shelf. Okay, I would. But yeah. Yeah, that's about it. That's about all I gotta say. Thanks so much for coming here today and talking all about book covers with me. Leave a like. Comment down below. What is your favorite book cover? What is a book cover you bought? A book because of the cover. What's a book you bought because of the cover? Let me know down below. Have you read it? Have you liked it? Did you hate it? I would love to know. I would love to know. All right. So, yeah. We'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Did I say subscribe already? Make sure to subscribe. Leave a like. And then you can head out. But peace out, guys.